All right, so good morning, everybody. This is Brandon Ivey, founder and CEO of Ivy League Crypto Academy, ILCA for short. Thank you for coming out. This is our special Saturday morning crypto talk. I'm doing it different today. Instead of using it on StreamYard, we are doing it on Zoom, our Zoom Elite. Zoom, because we have a special. The last couple of weeks, we've been introducing a couple of opportunities that require you to be able to know how to use and move around with the MetaMask wallet. Now, I've known about MetaMask since I first came into crypto, and I was not a fan of it early on. I used Trust Wallet more than MetaMask, and not because MetaMask was bad, not because it had issues or problems itself. Most of the problems always stemmed from user error, not the software, not the program of it. It's just user error and the ability to, there's so many things you can do with it. It's very, very robust and interactive. And it went over my head in the early days. Now it's my primary go-to utility wallet that I use for everything else. Not my main wallet, my utility wallet. And I've described you want to have a utility wallet if you are getting involved in different projects and you want to have moving your crypto around. You never want to use your main wallet. And with MetaMask, you can create multiple wallets to be able to do different tasks that you want to be involved in. But it's important to understand how it works and what you can do with it. So we have an individual who I consider is a MetaMask expert, knows far more about it than I do. And I asked if he could come and do a special training for all of you to learn about how to use MetaMask, everything in MetaMask, and then also pertain it into the projects that our community is involved in when it comes to DFY and GetFit mining. Because GetFit mining, you got to have BNB to be able to move forward into anything else. And if people don't know how to even operate it, that slows things down. So I want to bring up one of the pillars of our ILCA community, one of our leaders. He's a top producer in this industry, a seven-figure earner, not just saying so. I know so for a fact. I think two opportunities I know he's positioned with seven figures in. And it's a pleasure to have him with us. He is always there to help the community. And you guys have worked with him on day to day. So I want to bring up Mr. Herschel Crow.
Good morning, Brandon. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. The floor is all
Perfect.
yours. You can share a screen. You can do whatever you want to do. You got it.
Well, I appreciate you allowing me the opportunity to share with the community this morning. And like I always say, I'm from the country. So in the country, anytime I don't know why it happens this way, but everybody always migrates to the kitchen for everything. Your meetings, your meals, your gossip, everything happens in the kitchen. So this morning, I want to have what I like to call kitchen table crypto. All right. So I'm totally informal, especially when it comes to things like this, simply because it's about grasping concepts or what have you. And in my day-to-day dealing with individuals, I like to try to meet them where they are and help, create those aha moments. Some of you are completely new to the crypto space, know absolutely nothing, just getting started. And then there's going to be those individuals on the other end that have been in the crypto space for a while, been moving crypto around, making money with crypto, but at the same time, there are some little pieces that haven't presented themselves yet, or some things that if they had known, they may have done a little bit different. And before I get into MetaMask itself directly, I'm going to share my screen here. And there's one thing, and I apologize, everybody. I have a brand new computer, and many of you have heard this before, sitting on the floor over here because I've been reluctant to send it back to the company to fix it. So I'm working on my old computer, And I want to make sure if it's slow, that's okay. Bear with me. We're gonna make it work regardless. 1 second here. I can get Brandon out the way on my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen, Brandon.
Yeah, it says Herschel started sharing screen,
All
but it's
right.
still, it hasn't come. Yeah, there it is.
All
Popped up
right.
now.
All right. One of the things that I run into most of the time is before we even get to the wallet, there's some basics about crypto in and of itself that I believe everybody should be able to grasp. We all know Bitcoin as a coin and a blockchain. Many of us have heard of Litecoin, Ethereum, Polygon, Binance. I'm just going to use those as an example. But there's some correlations that are typically missed that make it difficult sometimes for people to understand, well, if I have this coin and I want to send it to this wallet, I have to make sure it's on the right blockchain, and people get that mixed up all the time. So I want to try to help paint a picture of what's actually going on in hopes of simplifying that thought process. So we have Bitcoin. It's its own blockchain. Then we have, it has its own native coin, which is Bitcoin, that rides on the Bitcoin blockchain. You have Litecoin. It's its own blockchain. It has its own native coin that rides on the blockchain. Ethereum, and a lot of people call the Ethereum's a blockchain. A lot of people call Ethereum the coin Ethereum, but the actual coin itself is called Ether. Ether is the native coin to the Ethereum blockchain. Polygon, their native coin is Matic. Binance Smart Chain, its native coin is BNB, Binance Smart Chain token. Why is all of that relevant? Because anytime you're sending or utilizing any one of these blockchains, there's what's called gas fees. Those fees have to be paid in the native coin of that blockchain. So if you send something on the Bitcoin blockchain, the gas fee is coming out of Bitcoin itself. Litecoin is coming out of Litecoin itself. But this is where people typically get hung up. If I'm on the Ethereum blockchain and I have some USDT that I want to send from one wallet to another, let's say I have $100 worth of USDT. When I send that USDT out, the fee comes out of Ether on that blockchain. So if I have $100 worth of USDT in my Ethereum wallet and I want to send it and I do not have any Ether in my wallet, the same wallet, it's not going to go anywhere because it doesn't have any gas. Just like having a brand new car sitting in the driveway with no gas in it. You own the car. It's yours. It's in your possession. But you can't go anywhere until you get some gas. No different on the Polygon blockchain. I can have USDT on the Polygon blockchain, but I have to have Matic, which is their native coin, in order to move it. Same thing with Binance. Now, other coins, USDC, same thing. So it doesn't matter what coin it is, if it's on any particular blockchain, the gas fee has to be paid in the native coin to that specific chain. Next thing, in a lot of times, even myself, and I just caught myself doing it just now. I called USDT a coin. I called USDC a coin. These are actually tokens. If you see a blockchain, the native coin to that blockchain is an actual coin. But if there is a cryptocurrency riding on somebody else's blockchain and it does not have its own blockchain in and of itself, it is a token. And that is why you're paying the gas fee in the native coin, because you basically, it's like a bit on a toll road. You have to pay to ride on their blockchain. Next thing, USDT is USDT regardless of what blockchain it's riding on. It's the same USDT, it's just on a different track. So if I want to send USDT that's on the Binance Smart Chain to Ethereum, that's on the to USDT that's on the Ethereum blockchain, that doesn't work. Why? Because they're on two different highways. I have to get to a switching station like an exchange to offload this from the Binance Smart Chain and move it over to the Ethereum blockchain. I can't just go straight to it. Here's another analogy that I always like to use. That's just like buying a pair of Nike tennis shoes from online from Foot Locker, and they shipping it to you via FedEx. And then you go online and buy the same pair of shoes from Champs or Dick's Sporting Goods, and they ship it to you via UPS. They're the exact same pair of shoes, but if Foot Locker filled out a FedEx envelope and dropped it off at a UPS location, you would never receive it because they're on two different tracks. So I hope that helps fill a gap for somebody. Some of you know that, but I hope that helps kind of give some level of a delineation. Okay, now, when it comes to the different blockchains, Bitcoin is its own thing, so to speak. It's a standalone. Litecoin is a standalone. Ethereum is the granddaddy of smart contracts. You would say, okay, Herschel, well, what is a smart contract? In layman's term, it is the ability to program if this, then that on the blockchain. And because you can't currently, and we won't get into those conversations today, but currently the Bitcoin blockchain is, I don't want to say dumb, but it does nothing. You're just able to send from point A to point B for the most part. Ethereum came onto the scene because it brought the capability of programming the blockchain to actually do something. All right. As a result of that, other projects, and these are just a few, but there are many out there, and most of the coins that you know about or hear about are in some way, shape, form, or fashion related to or is utilizing the smart contract capability of what Ethereum has brought to the crypto space in general. Some derivative of, some fork of, some kind of way is connected so that it can get access to smart contract writing capability on its blockchain. Okay, so in doing that, all of these are what's called Ethereum virtual machine compatible tokens. They're all connected to Ethereum in some kind of way. You'll also hear about Solana, Avalanche, Arbitrum, Optimism. They're all Ethereum virtual machine tokens. All right. So that brings us to MetaMask. MetaMask is a popular cryptocurrency wallet and browser extension that allows users to interact with the Ethereum blockchain and decentralized applications directly from their web browsers. Let's look at that. Decentralized applications. That is what really made MetaMask popular. It was developed back in 2016, primarily for Ethereum accounts to interact with Ethereum-based dApps or decentralized applications directly from the browsers, and it provided functionalities such as creating and managing Ethereum wallets, sending and receiving ETH or Ether, and interacting with smart contracts, like we stated. It gained its popularity as the Ethereum ecosystem grew, and the demand for user-friendly tools access decentralized applications increased. It expanded its support beyond Google Chrome to other browsers like Firefox and Brave. Now, when we talk about decentralized applications, and this is going to hopefully make sense in just a second, we talk about decentralized applications. In saying that, we have to understand the difference between Web 2.0, which is the internet that most of us are currently familiar with, as opposed to Web 3.0, which is where everything is migrating toward right now. Well, what's the difference between the two? I like to classify Web 2.0 as corporate internet. And I like to classify Web 3.0 as the people's internet. Why is that? Prime example, you go to Amazon right now and you want to purchase something. You put in Amazon, you go, you pick out your item, you want to buy it, it takes you to a checkout cart. And when you get to that checkout cart, Amazon has agreements with some third-party payment processor that will accept your debit or credit card to make a purchase. So your bank, using your card, interacts with a third-party bank to accept a payment and then sends that payment over to Amazon for that item. Well, in Web 3.0, you're removing the middleman out of the equation, and you are interacting directly with your wallet is interacting directly with the website in which you're dealing with. So when you want to purchase something, you're not going to a third party. You are actually connecting your wallet directly to that website, and your wallet is interacting with it in real time. And when you finish that transaction, you are able to disconnect it, thereby having control of your assets at all times. That is why companies are building decentralized applications, so that we're not dealing with centralized entities that can dictate how we interact. That's the major difference between Web 2.0 and Web 3.0 as it relates to the discussion we're having today. There are other things associated with decentralized applications in Web 2.0 and Web 3.0, where we're not providing our information, or our information is not being sold to someone else. They're not collecting our personal data, because in Web 3.0, we only provide personal information if we choose to. When we're interacting, we're not a person to the website that we're connected to. We are just a wallet address online. And we dictate what information can be seen or utilized. And in most instances, decentralized applications are allowing the people, which is why I call it the people's internet, the people to get paid for their information and not the corporations. All right. So that's where MetaMask was one of the pioneers in actually building a wallet that allowed you to actually connect your digital assets to decentralized applications. All right. In 2020, MetaMask launched its mobile application, allowing users to access their Ethereum wallets and decentralized applications on their smartphone. This further expanded MetaMask's reach and accessibility. While MetaMask initially focused on Ethereum, it later expanded its support to other blockchain networks and standards, including Ethereum-compatible networks like Binance Smart Chain and various Ethereum virtual machine-compatible blockchains, which is what I was speaking of before. They started out just with Ethereum, but as other projects started coming on board over the years that's using the Ethereum virtual machine protocol, if you will, the wallet started to expand to actually facilitate people being able to hold their digital assets in MetaMask also. The difference between that and what some of you historically may be familiar with are wallets like Trust Wallet, Clever, and Exodus. These are what I like to call your multi-purpose wallets. These are the wallets that hold not just Ethereum virtual machine tokens, but everything. You can have things that are not on, like Tron. Tron is not an EVM compatible token. It just so happens that this screenshot has everything else that is, or what have you. But then you come over here and look at Clever, you know, you have Bitcoin, Litecoin, Tron, XRP. These are not Ethereum virtual machine tokens. Here's Exodus. We have some that are and some that are not, showing on the screen right here. But when we get to MetaMask, you cannot hold Bitcoin in your MetaMask. You cannot hold Litecoin in your MetaMask. You cannot hold Tron in your MetaMask. So MetaMask is not your all-purpose wallet. You will still want to have another decentralized wallet like one of these if you're operating in the crypto space. This is what Brandon was mentioning earlier. These are the wallets that you want to take your crypto to, where you're just holding it. You're not connecting, even though all three of these wallets have the ability through a dApp browser, which we'll be showing you in momentarily, to connect your wallet to decentralized applications. But MetaMask is going to be more, I'll just say it this way, from a security, safety and a security standpoint. If I'm holding my real assets, my real money in my decentralized all-purpose wallets, these are the wallets that I don't want to connect to a dApp browser just for security reasons. Can you do it? Absolutely. Can you create a separate one of these to do those type of transactions? Yes. I just strongly urge you, whenever possible, or in situations where you don't have to use the wallets where you hold the majority of your assets, to connect to third-party sites, even if it is even if you feel like it's a trusted site, it's just good practice not to connect it, to protect your assets at all times. So that brings us to actually looking at MetaMask and how do you get it? Okay, Herschel, where do I get this wallet from? Well, it started as a computer-based web extension wallet. So that's what we're going to do today. Just for the sake of time, it's going to be difficult to actually do the phone, but we may highlight some things on the phone as we go along. So in order to get a MetaMask wallet, you will go to MetaMask.io. MetaMask.io. And today I'm actually using Firefox because I have my actual wallet on other browsers, so I won't use those. So I'm going to click the download for Firefox. When you download it, what we're doing is we're creating a browser extension. So this is your URL, the place where you would actually go to websites or type in the websites you want to go to or paste or what have you. If you look over here, let me see, continue installation. I am about to add the extension. When you add the extension, allow extensions, private windows, okay. It puts it up here as an extension. And as you can see, I now have the MetaMask logo, which is a fox, in the top. If you see this little puzzle piece, it doesn't matter what computer you're on, what browser you're on, they all have their version of a little puzzle piece that allows you to actually go, let me see, and pin the extension. Hold on, let me see here. I never pinned it on Firefox, but so actually, but typically what'll happen is when you hit this this puzzle piece, that will be either a thumbtack or an eyeball that allows you to click on it so that this fox actually stays up there. It may actually stay on its own if you're using Firefox. So we'll just continue on from there. So now let's go through the setup process. It says create a new wallet or import an existing wallet. It gives you two options. Today, we're going to create a new wallet. However, for those of you that already have a MetaMask wallet, let's say on your phone, and you've written down your 12-word seed phrase, you can click import an existing wallet, and you can actually now see or have the exact same wallet that's on your phone now on your computer, so that when it doesn't matter which one you interact with, it automatically, functions from the exact same wallet on two separate devices. So I'm going to click create a new wallet. We won't waste time going through and reading all of this today, but just know that when you're setting this up for the very first time, take your time. Don't rush through it. Actually read for understanding so that you fully grasp what's going on and the safety and security measures that are behind everything. So then we'll agree. And now you will want to create a password. It does not matter what the password is, as long as you do what you can to make it a strong password and not a weak one like I'm gonna use today. The stronger this password is, this will turn green and let you know that it is strong. All right, then you click I understand and create the wallet. Now, what I'm about to do, please do not do this. But for the purposes of everybody being able to actually see it in real time, I'm going to allow the next step to be seen, because I'm not going to do anything with this wallet other than delete it after we finish this call. But take your time and listen, especially if you're new, listen to this 1 minute and 35-second video about securing your wallet. However, we're going to secure our wallet right now, and it says recommended. And it even tells you, make sure nobody's looking. So what we're going to do now is reveal our secret recovery phrase. These 12 words are like the keys to a vault. These are the keys to the vault, okay? If for whatever reason you lose these 12 words, if you let these 12 words get into the hands of someone else, they now have the keys to the kingdom. Therefore, anything that you put in your MetaMask wallet, they have direct access to. The ability to move it at any time they choose. So, next thing I'm finna do, which you do not want to do, is I'm taking a picture of this 12-word seed phrase. That is not what you want to do, because, and Brandon can tell you, there are many, many stories of individuals that have actually taken their iPhones in to be maintained or whatever the case is, and they've taken photos of their 12-word seed phrases, or they have stored them in the cloud, and next thing they know, large sums of assets have been removed from their wallets, because IT guys, tech guys know what 12-word seed phrase groupings actually look like and are quick to access them. So we're going to click next. And when we get to the next page, it's making sure that we know what our 12-word seed phrase is. So we have to then come back and fill in the blanks. Your 12-word seed phrases are always lowercase. You want to make sure that you spell each one of the words correctly. And 8 is the napkin. And then confirm. Our wallet has now been created. You're going to get a lot of little pop-ups because it's a new account. You can just click through these, or I shouldn't say that, read them. That is a good thing to do, just so you'll know what's going on. But you will have to click through everything in order to keep these pop-ups from coming. So they're doing it for a reason. So I'm going to say read it and for comprehension before you complete everything. Now, you'll see here where it says try it on MetaMask Portfolio. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this real quick. MetaMask Portfolio is MetaMask, I guess you would say they're, it's not your wallet. It's where they provide, where you can go and connect your wallet to get access to services that MetaMask actually provides. So if you go to the portfolio page, here is where you can see your dashboard. You can sell crypto, you can buy crypto, you can swap crypto, you can bridge, stake, send and receive all from here. But most people won't necessarily operate or engage over here, but you can. I'll be honest, since I am talking publicly, I'm gonna do my best to stay that way. I have never purchased BNB, Ethereum, or any other crypto directly from MetaMask. And I'm saying that for a reason. There are so many ways to get access to crypto, but it depends on where you live, who you bank with, maybe even the status of your account, that it is very difficult for me to be able to say, hey, go here and buy your crypto. If you're new to the crypto space, I really want you to understand that you want to have a little bit of patience. In the beginning, trust me, things become a lot clearer as you move forward. You just have to identify the best path for you to onboard in the crypto space. And when I say onboard, I mean, how do you buy crypto? So I've talked to many people that have been able to come right here, and whether it be Ethereum, BNB, or a Polygon, or any other coin, and easily transact and make their purchase using their debit card. So you can definitely try here. If it doesn't work through any one of these third-party payment processors, then get back to the person that actually, got you into crypto, ask them what they're using. Or for those of you that are members of ILCA community, definitely, reach out to the community and we can help you figure out the best path that's going to work for you. And that was a plug for ILCA for those of you that are not ILCA members, that if you're new to the crypto space, that might be a good place for you to start to help ease the process of coming into the crypto space. So I'm going to close this out for now because we're going to do very little with it today. Let's see. Once you get past all the marketing stuff, now we're at our MetaMask wallet. Here, I want you to notice something. Whether you have, this is just the enlarged screen of, I'm going up here and clicking on my MetaMask extension. You always will get a drop down when you click it from the Chrome, from the browser extension. It will always just give you a drop down. And this is designed so that you can actually see the screen behind it. Because when you connect your wallet to other sites, you're going to be interacting with the wallet and the site, back and forth. But for some of us that are older, that don't want to put our glasses on all the time, and it's easier for you to see it on a larger screen, you can always expand it to see it on the larger screen. Let me see. So I'm going to work from the larger screen just so everybody can see it. So now we have our account. We have our 12-word seed phrase written down on a piece of paper to store it safely and securely in the event that we forget our password or we need to add the wallet to another device at some point in the future. What I typically recommend, you do not have to do this, but what I typically recommend is when I set up a new account for the very first time, I always like to go in and name my accounts so that I can keep track of what's what and who's who at all times, instead of trying to figure out what these long wallet addresses correlate to. In order to do that, you go over to the three little dots on the right-hand side and click Account Details. I typically call or name my initial account my primary account. And then you just click the little plus. Hold on, gotta get my computer cursor to catch up with me. All right, and click the check box to save it. Now it's named primary account. Remember, we have the 12-word seed phrase for this account right now. Then, to extend yet again my safety and security, I come back and I add a new account. This will make sense, hopefully, in a moment. So let's just say I am getting ready to join GetFit. I will create a GetFit wallet. Click create. Now I have my primary account and I have a GetFit account. When I hit the drop down, I can choose between either one of these accounts. Let's just say I am also done for your airdrops. I click new account, create account, and I'll go, okay, this is my done DFY account. And I click create. Now I have 3 different wallet addresses inside of my MetaMask. And I can toggle between the 3 of them anytime that I want. But if you notice, when we got into the wallet, all you see is Ethereum or Ether on this page. If you look in the top left-hand corner, you will see that we are right now looking at assets that would be on the Ethereum mainnet. But Done For You and GetFit are all on the Binance Smart Chain. So let's go back and think about what we talked about, what we said earlier. MetaMask is an EVM, Ethereum Virtual Machine wallet. So there are other chains operating or that we can actually connect inside of MetaMask, but it doesn't automatically populate all of them for you. There's so many of them out there that it doesn't just populate them for you. You have to add the chains that you want. So we click the drop-down arrow next to Ethereum mainnet, and we click Add Network. When we click Add Network, you're going to see where it does actually have some of the more popular ones already here to easily add. And in this case, we're going to add the Binance Smart Chain or BNB chain. And to do so, we just go over to the right-hand side and click Add. It's going to pull up the actual network that we're adding, the network URL. And let me see here, the chain ID and the actual symbol itself. We're going to click Approve. Then it's going to ask us, do we want to switch over to that chain? I'm going to say yes. Got it. Now you will notice that Ethereum is gone and we're on the BNB chain, which is what we wanted. We can go back over here. We can select Add Network, and we can add the Polygon mainnet. If my cursor catches up with me. There we go. Click Add. Same network information. Click Approve. Switch. And you will now see that we have Matic because we have moved to the Polygon mainnet. So it doesn't matter. I'm in the DFY account right now. In the DFY account, I can toggle between any of these chains now because I've added them, okay? I can also, once I've added them to my wallet, these chains to the wallet itself, now it doesn't matter which one of the accounts that I go to, going back to the primary, the same chains are actually available throughout the entire wallet now. So I can access any chain and any coin in any wallet all the same. Okay. Now, let's see here. What else can I do from here? And Brandon, it's okay if you send me $1,000 to this wallet right now to operate with, and I can show a whole bunch of other stuff. Just saying. Now, remember earlier when we talked about when we're on an actual chain, blockchain, but we have other tokens that ride on that chain. We can add those tokens here. But I want you to see something. When I click import tokens, it asks me for a token address. So the only way, well, not the only way, one way to add additional tokens, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add the add USDT on the Binance Smart Chain to the wallet. And let me see here. Now, there are multiple ways to get the contract address. One of those ways, and I'm going to send something over there just because it's not going to work for you to see it if I don't. So just bear with me. We're at the kitchen table, y'all. Hang tight. I'm going to now, if I wanted to send some crypto to this wallet, and this is very important, this is the wallet address for the primary account. And you'll see it ends in 7B5. When I switch to Get Fit Wallet, the address is going to change. So each account has its own wallet address. So
now, hold on 1 second, Herschel. Let's do this. Send me a wallet address. I'm gonna send about $25 of BNB.
Okay.
So you can play with it.
That's exactly what I was about to do.
So people can see it going back and forth, back and forth. So
exactly.
send me the wallet address.
Okay.
You can put it in the chat box.
Hold on. It's coming
and people will see how fast these transactions take place too, especially with BNB.
I'm dropping it just because I don't want to mess up anything on the screen, because I got 3 of them and they all covered up some kind of way. I'm putting it in your TG right now. Your Telegram. All right, now. Come on. There you go.
There we go.
All right. So while he's doing that, I just sent him, and Brandon, hold tight. Let's try something else. I just sent him this wallet address. And if anybody else out there wants to try this, I will not stop you. But I can also come over here and click account details. And now there's a QR code that he can simply scan with his phone and send it to, instead of having to copy and paste the address from one device to the other. So for those of you that, let's say, have Trust Wallet, Clever, Exodus on your phone, and you're trying to send crypto to your wallet on the computer, you literally can just click the 3 little dots on the right-hand side, click on account details, and it'll pull up the QR code, and your wallet will allow you to scan the QR code and send it direct and pull in the address directly.
So let me know when you're ready.
Oh, it's on you. Go right ahead. I was just talking while you were doing it.
Next, confirm. And sent. So it's still on pending side.
Okay.
Confirmed.
Okay.
Those 0.045 BNB.
Okay. And I just opened my wallet. Boom. There it is. I got $26.30 worth of BNB added to the wallet. And what did I just click on? Let me click off of that. So we now have crypto in our wallet.
Now, real quick question. This is a good one to answer for Herschel is, do you need to have private keys written down and saved for each account?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Because they're different. But he just sent me BNB. But let's say I need USDT in my wallet. Remember we clicked on import tokens? We could go find the contract address from CoinGecko, from CoinMarketCap, or whatever the case may be, copy it, bring it back here, paste it, and it'll pull that wallet, that coin in. Or if you send, even if it's just a little bit of the native coin, here is where you swap from one coin to another. Here, click swap. And let's say I want USDT in the wallet. You come down, you click where it says select token. It's asking me, what do I want to swap to? DT. Boom. USDT. I'm going to select USDT. And then I'm going to go right up here. Come on, cursor. There we go. And I'm going to put in 0.004. I'm just going to put $2 into USDT. Is going right now, the system's going through finding me a quote from a switching station, if you will, that is going to convert the BNB over to USDT. And MetaMask isn't this slow. It's just my computer that's running slow. So we're fetching 3 of 3. So we should be done. Should be populating here in a second. Come on now. But the reason why I'm doing it this way is when you actually do a swap into a coin inside of your wallet, it automatically will pull in the actual token so that you don't have to go and find the actual, you don't have to go and actually find the contract address in order to do that. And why? I knew this was going to happen. Come on now. Catch up with me. There we go. There we go. Come on. Don't think there's anything else I can shut down on my computer to make it run faster. But it'll come through. But that's one way that makes it easy for a person to actually get coins added to the wallet. And why is it taking so long? I'm just going to refresh it and see. Hope it doesn't lock the whole thing up. You can still hear me though, Brandon, right? Hello? Can you still hear me, Brandon?
Yep, you're all good.
I hear you, Herschel.
Okay. Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute now. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. All right, going back. I'm just trying to close out of some other windows to see if that'll help speed things up a little bit. Okay, Brandon, I'm going to solicit your assistance, which is also going to answer the question that you just got through asking, sir.
You got it.
I'm going to ask you to share your screen. I'm going to send you the 12-word seed phrase, and I want you to import this wallet on one of your browsers.
Gotcha. Give me one second. Let me think of how I want to do this.
All right. If you have another browser.
Let me think, because I have Edge. And I've got.
It doesn't matter which one.
No, it will. If I'm already have my MetaMask wallet on my, I can add a new account. No, let me use Edge. But does it have to be a browser where I already have MetaMask on it, or one that I don't?
No, I don't want you to have MetaMask on it.
Okay, let me think. Safari? Do I have Safari on this computer? Let's see.
Not if
because I already have MetaMask on all my browsers already, because I have multiple wallets on there.
Oh.
Brandon, can I interrupt here a minute? If you actually go to your Chrome, you can create a new profile on your Chrome account, and then you can add a new MetaMask that way.
Yeah, I do have a multiple Chrome accounts. So
yes, you can create a new profile on Chrome.
Yeah, let me switch that. 1 second here.
Now, see, this is actually a good example for several reasons. Number one, I mentioned earlier, in the crypto space, especially when you're new, people sometimes get flustered with the process. Just understand that once you get through that initial setup phase and kind of see how things flow and the repetition of doing transactions, it becomes second nature or what have you. And I just say that because I want people to see, and you are seeing in real time, things happen. And you just have to be able to be willing to work through the process. Be willing to work through the process and resolve it. Let me know when you are.
Yeah, I'm setting up a new profile.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I'll address what Brandon was just mentioning. A few minutes ago, when I added the other wallets or the other accounts, now it's going to let me move on this real quick. When I added the other accounts here, you notice that I did not create any new 12-word seed phrases. I didn't create any new 12-word seed phrases. The reason why is because there is no 12-word seed phrase for those quote unquote sub accounts. You get what's called a private key. And the private key is what you would need if you wanted to add this wallet to another computer. So what I'm going to do while Brandon is doing that, let's see if it will allow me to access my private key. Go back, hit the 3 little dots on the right-hand side, and I'm going to click on account. I'm going to click on account details.
Really well. So yeah, you can't learn about it. There's the application.
Somebody, if you can mute yourself in the background.
Translate to the application.
There we go.
Okay. I hit the 3 little dots in the right-hand corner. And if you come down underneath the address and the QR code, you'll notice that
Herschel, we can't see your screen.
you can't see my screen.
Only thing I see on your screen is Firefox.
All
I see
right.
the watch line.
Up, yeah, I've seen it. It's up on the side.
It's on the
right
side.
here. Right
Up
here.
at the top on the right.
It's up at the top right side.
Yeah. So if you come down, let me see. Now watch, he's gonna hang up on me. Let me see if I can expand it. I'll expand it.
Herschel, we might have to do that little part on another time. My system wants to
Yeah.
do a reboot to
Okay, no problem. I'll keep
update
on.
everything.
We'll go from here. And that was another reason why sometimes, I don't know what it is, it just functions sometimes faster, even when you're just using the Firefox dropdown, instead of it going to a full-fledged tab. But just know we are operating up here in the top right-hand corner, which is where your MetaMask, I keep saying Firefox, which is where your MetaMask extension actually drops down from. Come on. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through and actually get the private key for the wallets that I set up separately. So if I go here, click the three little dots again, and I go down to, I'll go to account details. And here you'll see where it says show private key. It won't be a 12-word seed phrase. It will require you to put your password in to gain access to it. It's going to have warnings all the way through. But when you confirm, then it's going to say hold to reveal private key, not seed phrase, but private key. And when you hold this down, let that lock clear. And when you release, it's going to actually give you a key to this wallet. You copy the key. Once that key is copied, you can actually take that key and go to, whether it be your phone, another browser, another computer, or whatever. This is just like having a 12-word seed phrase. It's a whole lot harder to write down, and I would never recommend you try to type it in or what have you. But you would want to safely and securely save it and move it over to a different device. So Brandon, just in case your system does allow you to do something, I am sending you the private key as well, because as soon as you do it, you can even do it in one of your existing wallets if you wanted to be able to actually pull that same wallet up. That's how easy it is to gain access to a wallet. As long as you got the key, there's no problem whatsoever. Which is another reason why I said I always create a primary account, because it has the 12-word seed phrase. And if I go and I connect my get fit, so to speak, not that that's a bad example. Let's just say I added another one down here, account number 4. And then I connected it to, let's say there was a site that may be kind of sketchy and you're not really sure, but you really want to engage, or you want to go buy something. You don't want to buy it in an account that you're making money in. You want to use another account so that if something happens to that account, you can just delete that one, but it's partitioned away from these, and it doesn't hurt any of these other accounts. If somebody was to infiltrate that wallet, everything else is still fine. You delete that one and go on about your business. That's the benefit of doing this. And remember, I said there's no 12-word seed phrase for these other wallets. That's why I separated from the primary account, because I don't have to, let's say this primary account was compromised for some reason, then I would have to delete the entire MetaMask wallet from my browser, from my computer altogether, create a new 12-word seed phrase primary account, then add all of these back in. But if I keep this one safe and pure, I don't have to worry about doing that. I can just add and subtract my sub accounts because I don't have the 12-word seed phrase for those. And you have to have at least one 12-word seed phrase operating on the computer or in MetaMask in order to add wallets. Now, that being said, notice how I said we don't have a 12-word seed phrase for this. And I went in, and when I set this up, what I did was I clicked the drop down, and I went and I clicked and I said add account, and we said add new account. However, you see where it says import account? If I wanted to have the actual 12-word seed phrase for each one of these accounts, I could get it. How would you get it? Before you set up the account, what I would need to do then would be to go to a fresh browser and do the same thing we started out doing today and create a base account on a fresh browser. Then it would give me the 12-word seed phrase and the private key. Then I could save the 12-word seed phrase for these, store it, and then if I want to operate out of one wallet, what I would do is I would import an existing account and then put that private key in here and still function and operate the exact same way, but actually having the private key to those wallets. Earlier, we mentioned Clever, Trust Wallet, and Exodus. Same thing. You have a 12-word seed phrase for all of those wallets. If you wanted or needed to access your crypto, as long as it was assets in that wallet that are EVM compatible, Ethereum virtual machine compatible, you could take your 12-word seed phrase from Clever, from Trust Wallet, or from Exodus, come right here, click add account, click import account, or the private key from any one of those, and add it to your MetaMask account and have access to those assets interchangeably at any given point in time. All the wallets are a window to actually see what's on the blockchain itself. All your assets are always on the blockchain, and the wallets just let you see what's out there. But you can look out of a different window and see the exact same thing. In Exodus, Clever, Trust Wallet, Tron Link, MetaMask, Token Pocket, Rabby Wallet, all of them are just windows to look out of. Some of them just have a better view and can see more things. This one, MetaMask, we just see the front side of the house. We can't see the side and the back. We're just limited to Ethereum virtual machine tokens. I'm gonna see if I work out of this window and click swap, whether or not it gets faster for me. And it already looks like it is. Let's see. Come on. So I want to swap to, come on now.
All right, Herschel, what I did, I downloaded Firefox, and
Okay.
I can open up a new MetaMask wallet if we want to do that with the key phrase.
All right. 1 second. Boom. Now I'm going to see if it goes through. I've already sent you the private key, so you can take it and load it in while I'm doing this. Oh, you need the 12-word seed phrase though, don't you? If you're doing it new, I'm sending you that now. Man, it's moving slow. And I have gotten, I've seen a couple of things that popped up and people telling me that theirs was moving slow right now too. So I'm not sure, because it's moving fast on all the other screens, just not this one. Once we actually do the transaction, which is not normal, by the way. So we'll see when Brandon gets that one loaded. You get the 12-word seed? For some reason, it just wants to move slow on the actual swap itself. So while that's doing that, what I'm going to do is see whether or not CoinMarketCap will be our friend or not. Because if this is slow, then it's just my computer, y'all. We're going to go to USDT, which is right here. Open up USDT. And we're going to go get the contract address for USDT on the Binance Smart Chain, hopefully. Let's see if it'll catch up. This is just one of many places that you can actually go and get a contract address. And that wants to move slow. But just for future reference, if you ever wanted to get a contract address for a coin that you just can't add for some reason, you can always go to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, come where you see contracts, and you'll be able to, hopefully, let's see, come on down. If you can see here, I'm on USDT, it shows the contract address for USDT on the Ethereum blockchain. But if you notice here, it says more. If you click the more drop down, it's going to give you a complete list of all the coins that's actually the contract addresses for USDT on all the different blockchains in and of itself. It's just
All set up, Herschel.
you set up, okay? So
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and stop share, and then you can share, and we can see what you're working with.
Share screen. So what I have not done though is added the BNB mainnet.
Okay, so yep.
So I'm gonna click
Add network.
on, you guys saw we got the drop down menu over here.
Yep.
Click on add network. There's BNB chain. Click on add, approve, switch to BNB chain.
Got it.
Got it. All right, switched over. Now, shouldn't this show the balance there as well?
No, sir. Here's why. Because I gave you the 12-word seed phrase
Right.
for the primary account, because if you were starting from scratch, you would not have been able to do it with just the private key.
Right,
So,
right.
look above the picture that I sent with the 12-word seed phrase and copy that private key and come back and import existing account.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay. So let me pull that one up again. There it is. Copy.
Add account. Oh, you're right. You was right.
Yep. Add account. Import account.
Import account. Yep. Now paste that 12-word, the private key, import.
There it is.
Now it's there. Yep.
So
Now
everybody
click,
saw.
now click the back arrow in the far left-hand corner. Yep, right there. We just have BNB in the account. Now click swap. Type in USDT where it says select token. Click it. Point and do 0.004. Okay. Swap. Close. Now you actually have USDT in the wallet without having to go and find the contract address
and add it
to actually add it.
That's a smart little trick. I never did that before. I
Exactly.
just had to go to get their
Exactly. So
Yep.
if you have gas money in your account, you can do that with any of the coins that's already populated in the system or what have you. Now, if it's some quirky coin that just got added to Pancake Swap last week, you may not be able to do it and you have to go get the contract address to add it. But
So is
your
that
basic coins, all you gotta do is swap for it and it'll populate it in there for you.
So that's why, let's go, if I talk about Get
Sure.
Fit for a second, when I did my very first claim, I didn't add all of those tokens to my wallet yet, but I already had BNB in my wallet. But the moment I hit claim, those tokens and its symbol all popped up. It populated.
Exactly. Now, let's just say you're talking to someone and they need a contract address sent to them, or if you're trying to add a contract address to another wallet. If you go click on USDT. Now, you see in the top right-hand corner where it says account to USDT and the 3 little dots to the left, to the left, to the left.
Right here.
Yep, click that. Click where it says token details. You can always copy the contract address inside of your wallet. It's always there.
That's right. You showed me that trick before.
All right. Now close that out. Go back and hit the 3 little dots again. View asset in Explorer. Now what this is going to do is take us out to BSC Scan, which is the block explorer for the Binance Smart Chain. Any token that's in this wallet, your MetaMask wallet, can be found directly on the blockchain at all times. If you see, there's 3 white rectangles on the screen, and to the far right, it says other info. Come down and click under, wait a minute, hold on, where'd you go? That's the contract address there as well. I know you just blew it up. I can't see everything.
Hold on, let me blow it down.
Yeah. All right, where is it? Is this the top? That's the top, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay, well, we just pulled up that token. Copy the wallet address from MetaMask real quick and put that in up top. I want to show them something else.
Oh, from my MetaMask side.
Yeah, from MetaMask. I see. Put the pin in. Got it. Or you can just X out of that.
That's telling me all this stuff.
Yeah.
That was a brand new wallet.
Got it. Copy that address, then put it in up top on BSC Scan, right there. Search for it.
There it is. There's the transactions.
Now you can always come here and see every transaction that has ever taken place in that wallet.
Now,
So
this
when
is
people-
good for those of you guys who say, there was money moved out of my wallet and I didn't do it. Well, you can look and see every transaction that was done on your wallet.
Exactly. Exactly. So just want people to be able to know that that's there. And a lot of this stuff is accessible directly from your actual MetaMask wallet itself, where you don't have to go and necessarily search for the websites that it's on. All right, you can close that out and come and go back to MetaMask.
There or on the big screen.
Yeah, the bigger screen. Yeah. Now let's see. And again, if you wanted to, not that you have to do it now, but if you had, let's say you did this on my computer like I did, and then you had a separate computer that you added it to, like Brandon just added. If you notice, the names that I changed it to on mine don't reflect on his, and they never will unless you physically go in and change it. By the same token, he went in and actually swapped BNB into USDT, and you see it on his screen. But if I was to pull my screen back up right now, in my wallet, I still will not show USDT.
Yeah, let me stop sharing. That you share screen again.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Okay.
You don't have to. I just want you to think about this real quick. If what I did in this wallet automatically popped up when on Brandon's side and vice versa, that would mean that somebody and their system had access to the information in order to actually populate it when I load this on another computer. That's centralization. This being decentralized, you have to manually do it because there's no one else that has access to the information to do it for you. It's on the blockchain. That's where everything is. But nobody has the ability to give you that connection for all of your assets unless you give them that type of control. And if that's the case, that's why you would go to Coinbase, Kraken, or a centralized exchange where you don't have to manually do it yourself. But when you do that, you give up control of the assets or access to the assets to someone else, which is against decentralization. Not saying centralization is bad. It's needed in a lot of instances, but the two, I believe, can coexist and be used for the purposes that they're needed for at any given point in time. This same concept works on your mobile phone the same way for your mobile phone. And I know it would take too long to actually go through, completely on a mobile phone, but just understand it's exactly the same. The buttons are just laid out in a different location. Now, go ahead, Brandon, and connect this wallet to PancakeSwap.
Okay,
This is going to show you,
Okay, go through the steps.
Okay, go to pancakeswap.finance. Pancakeswap.finance. This is going to give everybody an idea of how to actually connect to a decentralized application. When you get to a decentralized application, it's going to ask you for permission to connect your wallet. So click connect. Go click on MetaMask. And you're going to have to approve it. That's the right wallet. Click approve or next, and then connect. It's not going to connect unless you connect it and give it permission. Now, for example, if Brandon wanted to go and actually purchase a coin on PancakeSwap, he would then go up to the top left and click on trade. Here is where he would actually come. His wallet's connected. Now he can seamlessly interact with this site with his wallet. Click the drop down next to Cake. And we don't have other tokens loaded in here or whatever. So just click USDT. So he could actually do his swap right here, just like he did on the computer. But if he wanted to go now onto the market and buy some GFAM, for example, he would then, well, he would probably use USDT, but instead of BNB. So you can hit that green arrow right there. Now that flips it around, and then now he would actually have to load in GFAM, which I don't know is going to be listed unless you had the contract address readily available.
Let me get that real quick.
Contracts, yep. GFAM, copy.
This also here, I can even just click add to MetaMask, but I'm gonna just copy it.
Yep.
Just to show.
And then if you paste
That
GFAM
contract in there. There it is,
Yep.
GFAM.
and click import.
Import. Yes, I
And
understand.
it's not regular. Hold on real quick.
Yeah.
Because the Get Fit Activity Mining coin is new, it's unrecognized. That doesn't mean it's bad. You just have to know anytime you go to PancakeSwap that the coin, that the contract address is the correct contract address that you've obtained from an official source that you're putting in there. As long as you know that it's from an official source, now you can click I understand and officially import it. So go ahead and import.
There it is.
Boom. So now it's in there. Now Brandon can go in and buy $1 worth of GFAM, which is going to be 1. And swap. He just bought or is about to buy 159 GFAM right now. Now your MetaMask is going to pop up and you're going to have to approve it. So scroll up, stay right there, stay right there. The very first time you interact with this wallet address, with your MetaMask wallet, with a new coin, you have to approve it because they're both smart contract driven. You have to give permission for your wallet to connect with that smart contract. So scroll up right there on MetaMask so we can go to the next step. Just scroll. There we go, right there. Stay right there. Now, I've had this question asked many times. You see these red numbers that are in there? That's not a dollar amount. That's a code. That code basically says there's no limit. If you wanted there to be a limit on how much money or how much assets let's say you wanted to put a cap on how much assets could come out of your MetaMask into the GFAM contract, you could put a specific dollar amount on that. But if you didn't have a specific dollar amount that you wanted to cap your wallet on, you just leave it like it is, and that code represents unlimited on the blockchain. But if you just said, you know what, I want to make sure that no more than $100 ever comes out of my wallet to go to this GFAM contract, you would put that in here and it would stay that way until you went and changed it. All right, so scroll down some more, get to the next one, click next. So we're going to leave it at max, and now we're going to approve it. There's a 3-cent fee because we're interacting with a smart contract, which is on the blockchain, and that requires fees. Signature request, slide down all the way, sign it. So you just agreed to interact with that contract. Now it's going to let you finish your swap. Scroll to the bottom, confirm the transaction. The next time, if in fact this wallet were to ever be used again, that agreement would not have to happen, and you won't see those pop-up boxes again because your wallet address is already agreed to interact with that contract. And that's it. Now, you notice here, his transaction is done, and now it's saying, hey, do you want to add GFAM to your wallet? So yes. Now you're going to go over here and approve the token to be added to your wallet, because it wasn't there before. Now you can X out of this, and now you can click on go back to MetaMask, and the
There it is.
GFAM token is there in the wallet with the GFAM that he just purchased. And that is the process for this over and over and over again. It's the exact same process. It doesn't matter if he was to go to the Ethereum blockchain. So switch over to the Ethereum blockchain. And we're not going to do a transaction, but now go to DEX tools. If he wanted to go and find a DeFi token on the Ethereum blockchain.
Oops, hold on.
.com, right?
Yeah.
.io, dextools.io.
I actually already have it up here.
You're going to go back to the other screen. Yeah, but you're going to have to go back to the other screen to connect the wallet.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing.
Browser.
All right.
Dextools.io. Same thing here. Your wallet can interact with this site, but you have to connect it and give it permission to connect. MetaMask. Next. Connect. Now, if there were, verify wallet. Here's that signature request again. Now, well, yeah, you don't need a user account or whatever. Now you can just go to the charts. You use DexTools more than me, so pull up whatever coin you want here. The same way we just went to Pancake Swap directly and did a transaction. Understand, we are on the Ethereum blockchain in our MetaMask wallet, but we've connected to DexTools, and DexTools gives you access to coins on the Ethereum blockchain, the Binance Smart Chain, and a host of Polygon, Solana, a whole host of other blockchains can be accessed. So if Brandon was to want to do a transaction for Get Fit over here, the system would automatically give him a pop-up to say, hey, you're on the wrong blockchain. Do you want to switch? Yes. And then he would click a button, and then it would switch him back to the Binance Smart Chain for him to go ahead and move forward with his transaction.
And there's my transaction.
But even though we did it over on Pancake Swap, his transaction is still recorded on the blockchain, and he can see it from DexTools. Why? Because DexTools is nothing but another window to see the blockchain. It just doesn't hold your coins. It's just a window to the blockchain. Same thing. He could have done the exact same thing if he had gone to PooCoin.com. PooCoin, I mean, whatever it is, PooCoin, whatever it is another site. It's just another window to the blockchain that would have allowed him to actually see the exact same thing again and connect his wallet and interact with the transaction.
Now I want to actually, just to show them, send that GFAM
Okay.
to another wallet.
Okay.
BNB chain.
Basically what he just said was Herschel, I'm not gonna leave this over here in this wallet that you done gave everybody.
Exactly.
Even
Even though it's only $1, you know.
like, no, it's only $1 today, but when the coin is $1, that's $159.
Max. Next. And confirm. Shows pending.
And now he has officially sent that to his wallet.
Yeah, I sent it to a different wallet now.
Yep.
Confirmed. Now I can actually view it on the Block Explorer.
Yep.
There it is, success.
Mm-hmm.
So that's showing it. Then in my other wallet, and boom, there it is.
And see, and from this Block Explorer, you could tell exactly what wallet it went to. You have the 3 ways to see it. If you have the address it came from, if you have the address it went to, or if you have the transaction hash. Any one of those 3 things will allow you to see the transaction that he just did. There's 3 points of contact.
You can even copy and paste it up here in the search box.
Exactly. And it would always give you access to this screen right here to see that actual transaction at any point in time. Now, click on MetaMask. And this is what most people don't do. Go up to the top right-hand corner, click the 3 little dots. No, on MetaMask, yep. Click Connected Sites. Now, you see he went to PancakeSwap.finance, and then he left and went to Dex Tools. Most people have had MetaMask wallets, Trust wallets for years and have never disconnected their wallet from the smart contracts that they interacted with. That is the equivalent of leaving home, going on vacation, telling everybody you're leaving, putting a doorstop behind the front door with the door wide open and saying, I'll be back in 30 days or so. Somebody is going to come in the house and take something. You have invited them in. When you leave your house, you close the door and you lock it. So Brandon, disconnect from PancakeSwap and from Dex Tools. And if we were finished, you would go up and click the 3 little dots again. And if you look down at the bottom, it says lock MetaMask. Now nobody can access your wallet. That's how when you hear stories about people being robbed, oh, somebody's taking money out of my account or whatever the case is, it's because somewhere along the way, you have connected your wallet to something that has allowed it access.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody hacked your account. You connected to something at some point that got access to it. And one of the things that I've noticed that's been the problem, people will blame MetaMask, but what happens is they'll use Trust Wallet, Exodus, Clever, or one of these other wallets, and they connect it with something a while back. And then they'll take their 12-word seed phrase, import it into MetaMask, and something quirky is happening with their account, and they want to blame MetaMask. But it's because they connected it with with another wallet, and they haven't disconnected it from there. So if you
Mhm.
have a MetaMask wallet, if you have a Trust wallet, a Clever wallet, an Exodus wallet, and if you've ever connected, you're going to want to go to those wallets and lock the door, just like we showed you with MetaMask. That's where it's happening most often, because they've connected at some point somewhere
Now,
else.
now look at what Carla said. Do we need to disconnect to get fit? Make sure it's secure.
Here's the beautiful thing about it. Do you want to lock your door next time you leave? Yes. But the thing with GetFit is you're only connecting to GetFit on your, either through your DApp browser or your computer Chrome extension, to access your back office. The app itself is never connected to your wallet, ever. That is why you have to fund the internal wallet, and you're not connecting your wallet to GetFit app. What you're doing is you're linking your wallet to GetFit app by taking your wallet address and placing it inside of it. That doesn't give anybody access to your wallet. It just gives GetFit the proper address to send your coins to after you earn them. That's all that is. So the GetFit app is never connected to anybody's wallet, so it is completely safe, and it was designed that way for that reason. But yes, when you connect your MetaMask wallet to your GetFit back office, or the place where you actually purchase your NFTs and everything from, absolutely, when you finish, disconnect and lock your account. Not that anything would happen, but make sure it don't. That's it. And that's for every thing that you connect your wallet to. If you disconnect and you lock the door, nothing's going to happen while you're gone. It's only going to happen while you're there, and you're there, so it's not going to happen. So unless there's any other questions, I know there's probably plenty other things that we could do and go down paths that we could go down with MetaMask and so forth.
Well, I want to
Those
be
are the nuts
mindful of
and
the
bolts.
time because we're going on
Yeah.
2 hours. So I want to give
Okay.
people an opportunity to ask some questions for like the last 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
So anybody has any questions, go ahead and raise your hand and we'll get to you. First up, Mr. Kenny Taylor.
Good morning, sir. Appreciate this. You answered like 1,000 questions I was going to actually call you and ask you about. So, so you already got it. The one thing that you did say that, and I think we discussed it before, how do you delete a bad wallet?
Okay. Go in and Brandon.
Well, go. You can share your screen.
Oh, okay. Let me see here. I could find. There we go. If it'll come up. Let's see. He watching me. He gonna have me on the spot here. I've never had a bad one. Knock on wood. I've never had a bad one. But hold on 1 second. And I guess you're asking because you've tried to delete it, I'm sure.
Well, I actually imported a wallet that was compromised and I lost $20. That's how I found out it was compromised. So now I have it labeled as bad, but now you say you can delete it, so I want to get rid of it.
Okay, Brandon, if you can stop sharing on your end.
Oh, I'm still sharing. No, you're good to go.
Oh, my bad. Okay. I never use Firefox. So I'm like, that can't be my screen. Okay. But you can see mine, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see. Let's see how you do it. If it'll come up. If it will come up. We still over here trying to swap. All right. Let's see where we're at. So I'm gonna get fit. Already there. Go over here to these and count details. Let's just see. Never did it. Let's find out. It's not there. There's always one way, and that's the hard way. But that's actually, oh, go to settings, I'm sure. Settings, general advanced contacts, networks, about, let's see. Behind door number 1, currency conversion. Hide tokens without balance. Don't want to do
I
that.
think you just have to remove the extension off your Chrome and
And
then
I'm
add
trying
a
to-
new one.
That is definitely one way to do it. That's
Because
definitely one way.
the wallet can never actually be destroyed.
Right, but here, and Kenny, just for the sake of time, I won't belabor on it too long, but you got me curious now. Haven't been asked that question, nor have I ever needed to do it. And by the way, one thing I did not mention, as long as you have access to the wallet, you can always go in and get the 12-word seed phrase. But the 12-word seed phrase that you see, even though I'm under Get Fit, not under the primary, this would be and reveal the exact same 12-word seed phrase that is associated with the primary, just as an FYI.
So in other
Yeah.
words, someone asked that question earlier. There's only one 12-word seed phrase for that MetaMask wallet, even though you add different accounts onto it.
Right. And see, ooh, okay. You can come here and turn off incoming transaction. Interesting. So yeah, there's things that I haven't explored either or experienced. So I'll work on that, Kenny, and and find out whether or not there is a way to actually do that without having to delete the entire thing and just reload the other ones. I'll work on that and let you know.
All right, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, next up we got Kevin Strausser. Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, my question was when you was looking at the USDT, it seems, I guess a lot of people think there's more than one, but it's actually just one and more avenues of getting it from different blockchains. Is that what that is? Or what is that?
You can buy, I'm just gonna make something up because I don't know if you actually can or not, but you can buy, yeah, you can. You can buy Juicy Fruit bubble gum at Walmart. You can buy Juicy Fruit bubble gum at Target, right? You can also buy Juicy Fruit bubble gum from Texaco gas station. But you can't pay for it at Walmart and pick it up at Texaco. They're two different infrastructures. So it's the same gum, but a larger act would have to happen, meaning the ownership at Texaco would have to be willing to take their gum and take it over to Walmart and let Walmart sell it to you. If you have USDT on the Ethereum blockchain, you can't send that directly to USDT on the Polygon blockchain. Now, if Texaco sent it back to the warehouse, maybe this is a better analogy. If Texaco sent it back to the warehouse and Walmart picked it up from the warehouse, it could sell it, or you could get it at Walmart. That's equivalent to saying, if you take USDT on the Ethereum blockchain and you send it to an exchange is like a warehouse or a shipping yard where all the rails are unloaded, put on the ground, and then they put back on the right car or railway going back out. That's what an exchange does. So yes, but USDT is USDT wherever it is. It doesn't matter where it is, it's still USDT. The question is can you access it on the road that is traveling?
Great. That's what it kind of what I thought from what your conversation was earlier, but I just wasn't 100% sure.
Yes, sir.
Herschel, I want you to do another task real quick before I get to the next question.
Okay.
Show everybody, go ahead and sell the rest of that BNB into USDT or swap it into GFAM and send it to your wallet. Let's get it off the test one.
You think it'll be gone, man?
Herschel, if I wasn't at the gym, I would have stole it 30 minutes ago.
But see, the problem is you already know I would have known it was you, and and I know how to track your wallet.
You know, that's a shame when you got a cop that's trying to make a regular civilian do his dirty work. He tried to get me to do it.
I bet. 0. Now, see, here's the thing. Oh, glad you asked me to do this, Brandon. I'm gonna do it a different way, but if I was to go right now and move and swap 0.0405 all the BNB into USDT and then send USDT to my wallet, I would have a problem. And that's what we talked about in the beginning. If I swapped it all into USDT, yes, it would all go. But now I can't move it because I wouldn't have any gas to move it. The car ain't going nowhere. And I couldn't even turn around and swap it back into BNB because I wouldn't have any gas to do that. So now I would have to go buy, swap, trade, borrow some BNB from somewhere else to send it in here, even if it was 5-10 cents worth, because the fees are low, to get to the next location, to be able to send this out. So what I always tell people to do in your wallets, even if you have multiple wallets, you don't have to leave a whole lot of BNB in all of them, or a whole lot of Ethereum in all of them, but leave some in some wallet, $4-5 worth, something, so that you never, if you have any coins, you always have some gas to move those coins around or what have you. So, and Brandon, you said you wanted me to do this in BNB?
No, any way you want.
USDT?
I just want you to transfer into GFAM and send it to yourself.
Oh, transfer it into GFAM. Oh, okay.
Yep. Swap into GFAM and then send it to yourself.
0. That may cause a bottleneck, but we'll try. I have to go into USDT first. Well, while we're waiting on that, go ahead with the next question because it may take a minute.
All right, next question. I see Daryl Weston. Go right ahead.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I was one of the videos, I watch a lot of YouTube, and some of the stuff I caught was one from Fire Hustle. She did a 60-second quick video. When you guys spoke about the going into Pancake Swap, and then you had to initially accept and connect to the contract for the new coin that you've never traded before. She said some of those tokens out there have some stuff on their contracts that even though you are disconnected from Pancake Swap, you are still under contract with their contract. And some of those people are putting malicious stuff on their contracts. And I don't have any idea. She said it too quick and I couldn't understand the word she was saying, but she uses some kind of app that closes all contracts that she agrees to once she is done getting the tokens that she wants. That way, nothing malicious can come into her wallet and get it. And it was almost the same thing that she made another video about, with people putting down malicious NFTs and airdropping them to your wallet. And do you have any insight on, do we need these apps, or just stick to like the top, name brand tokens? They're legit, other than, like these meme coins and stuff they're coming out with, they're putting malicious stuff in them, I guess. Some people are. Do you know anything about that?
Yes. Let me put it this way, because it's not just relegated to MetaMask in and of itself. Allow me to do this. Give me a day or so. I'll just shoot a quick short video just on how to go in and make sure all contracts have been detached from, or give you, I think it'll give you the option of which ones to check off, or at least be able to see what stuff is out there that you're connected to, and give you the option to disconnect from it. I'll do a little quick 2-3 minute video that'll show you step by step what button to click to make that happen. You don't need an app for that.
Yeah, she said she lost some tokens because of that. So appreciate it.
That's another reason why you disconnect, and make sure that you have verified the coins that you actually interact with that come from reliable sources, and just don't randomly be out on PancakeSwap connecting to coins or websites in general that you don't know are legitimate to begin with and verifiable or what have you. And that's, again, another plug. One of the benefits of being part of the ILCA community is that we try to help focus on things that are legitimate as best possible. There's nobody's going to be 100%, but we try to focus on things that are, as secure as possible on the front end. But yes, you always want to have those additional security measures and things in place. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up, Miss Judy.
Hey, Brandon, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay, apologize for the background noise. I'm in a restaurant right now. Two things. One, that analogy with the juicy fruit gum and Texaco and everything just totally discombobulated my brain. So I think a much easier way to explain it, or I guess women will get this, is if you look at Christian Louboutin shoes. Okay, they sell them at Bergdorf Goodman's, they sell them at Neiman Marcus, and they sell them at Saks. It's the same shoe. However, you cannot buy it from Bergdorf Goodman with a Saks Fifth Avenue credit card. Okay, you need a Saks Fifth Avenue card to buy it at Saks Fifth Avenue. And the same with Neiman Marcus and Bergdorf, it's the same thing. But it's the same shoe, but on a different supplier or a different chain. That was the one thing I wanted to say. The second thing, or the question that I have, is what do you do for a MetaMask where you cannot change the name? I've imported some wallets from MetaMask that were initially created on my laptop, but on my iPhone, they're just coming up as account 1, account 2, account 3, etc. And you have to know the wallet addresses in order to be able to keep track of it. For some reason, the name will not change.
That's what we were saying. That's what I was saying earlier. It's not going to pull over. Everything on the blockchain is a wallet address. You have to know what the wallet address correlates to, which is why I was saying before, you want to, when you import from one device to another, there's no centralized entity overlooking or tracking information that would allow that pull over to actually happen. So when you create the new wallet, you give it the name, you have to type the name in. So if you have the old device, you look at the old device and see what account number that name is attached to. And then on the phone, you click account details and you change the name on the prospective account on that device as well.
That's what I'm talking about. It will not change. I mean, it didn't import the name over, which I understand, but when I click on the little dots to actually change the name, it will not allow me to change the name.
When you click on the three little dots, next to where it says account number 1, account 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, to the right of that, it has a pencil. When you click that pencil, what happens?
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. It won't.
So that's not going to be a MetaMask situation. That's going to be an isolated situation, probably more related to either the device itself or something else. So that's something that I can more than happy to work with you offline, share a screen, and see what the problem is. But that's not going to be a MetaMask issue. That's going to be more of a device issue.
Okay, and the other thing is, it's actually made more complicated because I went to import wallet again, and instead of coming up alphanumerically like account 1, account 2, account 3, account 4, account 5, etc., it ended up duplicating account 2. I tried to do it again. It duplicated account 3. And then by the time it actually did pull up, it was showing account 8. However, on my laptop, that was account number 6. It's easier for me to remember it simply because I know the wallet address, but it's a little confusing. And I'm not sure what to do with it.
Again, that's one of those situations that definitely isolated. And I'd be more than happy to share a screen with you and kind of walk through and decipher what's what and who's who. But it's not going to be a MetaMask thing. It's just going to be figured out from a device compatibility and all that kind of stuff. So we'll get you squared away on that. Not a problem.
It ended up. Thank you.
Okay. Is that Miss Sue?
All right. Thank you, Judy. Okay, so next up we have Miss Sue Williams. Sue, go right ahead.
Hi, good morning to everyone. Herschel, this was phenomenal. We just have to study it now. And then a little off the subject, but on the subject. If anyone is experiencing going to their internal wallet for GetFit and you don't see an amount or your wallet address, I was told by support that they think MetaMask did an update. So if you're trying to submit or claim and your internal wallet address, it'll say not enough funds in there, but your internal wallet address will also be missing. So if anyone's having that issue, it's nothing that anyone's done, and the devs for GetFit are working on it.
All right. Thank you, Sue.
Welcome.
All right. Next up, Coach Leroy. You're muted, sir. Unmute yourself.
Yes, Brandon.
There you go. I think you're frozen. Now we lost Coach Leroy. We'll bring him back. All right, Prelvis, go right ahead.
Hey, what's up, Brandon? And ILCA family, or just people out there. Hope everybody is having a great Saturday. I just want to say hats off to my brother Herschel. This was excuse my language, a badass training, as in good. I loved it, man. You always bring the fire. Just want to say much appreciate. I appreciate you and all the knowledge that you brought as far as
okay. You hearing me now, Brandon?
Hey, yeah, hold that thought, Coach Leroy. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
Keep going, Prelvis.
Yeah, so I just want to say I appreciate, the knowledge and skill that you brought with this training. I'm pretty sure it helped a lot of people. I'm a MetaMask user. However, I'm not a guru, so I learned some things as well. So I appreciate it. One thing I wanted to bring up to piggyback on the security, what Herschel was talking about before. When you're dealing with, and this goes for any crypto wallet that you are saving your seed phrases for. And I got this tidbit from Herschel a few days ago. Go find you, instead of going through the hassle of writing down your seed phrase words, go find you a Polaroid camera. Obviously you should be keeping your words in a secure location. All you to a secure location inside of a fireproof safe, fire and waterproof safe. But I thought it was a great idea as far as taking pictures with that Polaroid camera and storing it in your safe. I just wanted to bring that up and add that to the group. I thought it was a great idea. He shared that with me, was it last week, I believe? And I was like, what? I'm like, man, I'm old school and I didn't think of that. So I just wanted to add that. But thank you, Brandon, Herschel, for providing this for the community. You just don't realize how valuable this information, this training is. So thank you.
No problem. Thank you, Provis. All right, let's go back to you, Coach Leroy. Go right ahead.
Yes, Brandon. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, the question I'm asking, Brandon, pertaining the GetFit app, I would like to get access to it. I haven't have the app download as yet.
You have it down. Have you signed up or done anything yet?
No.
Okay, now who shared the GetFit app with you?
Well, it haven't shared with me. My sponsor, we are in the NetWeb 3, and so I need the app to download. So
Okay, we'll just get back with your sponsor, and there's a link that you're going to start off with. They're going to give you a promo link, and you just pull that promo link up in your browser, and we have a tutorial video. You just follow the instructions, and you'll be set up.
all right, cool.
There you go.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah, man.
Next up, Miss Marnita Casa. Go right ahead.
Thank you. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
All right. First of all, Herschel, this has been phenomenal. My goodness, as somebody who is an up and coming leader, it is so very important that we have certain information to be able to help our folks. And MetaMask is something that's really prominent in all of our opportunities. So the fact that you took the time to go through each and every step, this is, like Mr. Lofty says, extremely valuable. And I'm going to throw something out there. Hey, if you want to do this twice a month, we would love to have you. I'm just going to say that real quick. But my question is this. I'm going to tell you right now, I have been paying attention. My phone has been crazy. So I did miss something that is very important to me. A lot of my folks need this part. So if you can, I am having a little trouble when it comes to taking the MetaMask off of somebody's computer. When you have them create the MetaMask account on the computer, and then you need them to transfer the MetaMask account on the computer onto their phone. Now, I understand that you got to get the same seed phrase, but I was working with a gentleman last night. I had him type in the seed phrase from the MetaMask wallet on his computer into the MetaMask wallet on his phone, and it wasn't connecting. And I know it's because I was missing a specific part, and I know you showed it.
Well,
but I was on a call.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You was on the computer and you wanted to add MetaMask to the phone, right?
The same wallet.
The same wallet to the phone.
Yes, sir.
But starting scratch for the very first time, right?
Yes,
New
sir.
account, no sub accounts, just regular plain Jane account.
Yes, sir.
You got it on the computer and now you want to put it on the phone.
Yes, sir.
Click these 3 little dots. Come down to settings. Security and privacy.
Yeah.
Reveals secret recovery phrase.
Yeah.
It's going to ask you to get started. It's going to ask you 2 test questions.
Yes, sir.
If you lose your secret recovery phrase, MetaMask can get it back for you, can't help you.
Can't help you.
Click can't help you. You got it right. Continue. Question number 2. If anyone, even a support agent, asks for your secret recovery phrase, you're being scammed, you should give it to them.
Scam.
Continue. Here, it's going to ask you for your password.
Yes.
Put your password in. Click next.
Yep.
Take your cursor, hold down on this until the white circle goes all the way around.
Yep.
Freeze it up. You come right here. This is your 12-word seed phrase under text. Here's your QR code. Scan it with the phone and pull it in.
Okay, so this is where the problem starts.
Okay.
The first thing we did, we tried to copy the text and then paste it into the import on the phone.
Just type the 12 words in.
He did that. He did that 3 different times. In
All lowercase?
Yes, sir.
1 space in between.
Yes, sir.
Something was off. It will not be wrong. If they're entered in exactly.
Okay. I get that.
It will work.
Okay, I told him that, and he tried it 4 different times. So then
it could be, let me share something right quick with you right here. Because it could be something, when it comes to these 12-word seed phrases, it could be something as simple as typing the word cheap, space, melody, space, text, space. Come down here, much, space, buddy, space. And it will not work because you got a space after the Y and buddy.
No, I understand. Okay, so
Okay.
you actually helped this guy. So that's what's going to make it even easier.
Okay.
It was a gentleman yesterday from the beautiful Crystal Nance.
Okay.
And he had an iPhone and he was working with me first. And then she told me that he would be working with you. I think his name was Aaron.
I got it.
How were you able to get the thing, his MetaMask wallet on the phone?
It was on the phone when I got to when he got on the phone. It was already there.
It was imported from his computer?
Yeah, it was on his phone. I promise you. If you put these 12 words.
No, okay. No, I understand. No, I believe you, Herschel. The reason why I was asking is because he was saying that it wasn't working. And so we went through the same exact procedure 4 different times together. And for whatever reason, it was saying that it wouldn't import. But if you're saying that by the time he got to you, it was imported, I'm going to take that because I followed this procedure perfectly. So there must have been something on his end. Thank you so much. That's all I needed.
Yeah, it was probably connected and he was, I don't know, but yes, it was connected and funded when I got on the phone.
Good deal. Good deal. All right. Next up is Melanie Davis. Go right ahead.
Good afternoon, all. Oh my God, this was so valuable. Thank you again, Herschel, and thank you, Brandon. I have just a couple of questions. Brandon, you mentioned something when you were talking about moving the contract address from GetFit over to the MetaMask, and you said something about that they all came in automatically. Is that what you said?
Yes, the first time I did it was because I already had BNB in that wallet. So the gas fees was there. So the moment I gave it permit, when I hit the claim button, then my MetaMask wallet popped up to approve. And the moment I did that, all of the addresses just popped up there that I actually received tokens from when I claimed.
So you didn't, because with support they had to click on, contract on the site and then, move it over each one of them. So it was just a new and faster way.
No,
It was the
real
first
quick.
time I ever did it, and so because I didn't add it physically, it did it
Okay.
automatically when I did.
Real quick, Brandon, I believe I know what she's referencing. If you go back to, if you show your screen real quick and go back to the Get Fit app that you page that you was on a few minutes ago, I can hopefully clear that up so we all on the same page with that.
You see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you don't have to do it now, but if you're in your back office and your wallet is connected, okay, your wallet is connected. What he was saying was, you see where it says add to MetaMask?
Right.
All you have to do is click add to MetaMask. Then your MetaMask wallet is going to pop up and you're going to approve it. Then you come back, hit add to MetaMask. MetaMask wallet will pop up. You approve it. Go to the next coin, add to MetaMask, approve it. And when you go back to your MetaMask, all those coins will have been added. That's as automated as it gets.
Okay. Okay. That's what I was wondering, because it's like, that's the only way I knew how to do it.
Yeah, that's as automated as it gets.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. And the
No
other
problem.
thing, I tried to go to Trust Wallet to find out how to make sure that all of whatever sites I've been to have been disconnected, but I couldn't tell how. Will you be including that in your video, Trust Wallet?
I'll do that, or just create one specifically for that. I'll be honest with you, I don't use Trust Wallet that much. So I have to kind of, I know I've done it on Trust Wallet before. I just have to kind of, you know, it's one of them things you just feel for it
Right.
to go and get it. But yeah, I'll make sure I get that out as well.
Thank you. I appreciate you. And again, thank you guys. I've got to get going. So I appreciate you very much. Have a good day, guys.
All right, you too.
All right. So last question again for the day will be, go ahead, Judy.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I just wanted to add one more thing because Brandon, you know how paranoid I am about security. And I know Provis said, make sure you have it in a fireproof safe. When it comes to fireproof safes, honestly, I do not trust them because a good friend of mine had a lot of assets in a fireproof safe. Her house caught on fire and the safe went up in flames. The only thing that actually survived was a fiberglass envelope. So in addition to the fireproof safe, I would say get a fiberglass envelope and put that inside the fireproof safe just as an extra layer of security. And I think we should all download that document, that brilliant document that Leonard created with your wallets and all the seed phrases, etc. Keep multiple copies of that. And even if you want to go an extra step with the paranoia like me, you can even disguise the actual wallets that you're talking about. There was a woman, unfortunately, she was hit by a car, and there were people who were gathered around, and one of the guys, as she was getting onto the ambulance and she was about to be pronounced dead, he stole her credit cards and started using them. So, I mean, if you happen to have your passwords, if you carry them on you, you can always disguise them. For instance, like, with Exodus wallet instead of.
Don't carry your 12-word seed phrases with you anywhere. Keep them at home in a safe location. Yes, security is very, very important. And real quick, right here, I will show you. You take your paper, roll it up. For those of you that don't have a safe, can't afford a safe, don't want a safe, and don't want it to burn up, take your seed phrases, write them down on a piece of paper or pieces of paper. Go to Home Depot, get a foot long or a foot and a half long piece of steel pipe, galvanized steel pipe. Have them thread both ends where you can put caps on it. Get another one, get a 3-inch and a 2-inch. Put a 2-inch inside of the 3, put your papers in it, cap it off. That's your safe. It's fireproof. You can hide it anywhere you want to hide it. You bury it in the backyard or do whatever, and it won't cost you more than $8.
There you go.
Okay. Well, what I was going to suggest was something like a Exodus. You could do like a secret phrase that only you know. Like you could, instead of calling it Exodus, you could call it Moses or something. You know, as a reference. You know, do this way, because if somebody breaks into your house or something, you know, there's the information right there for them.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing
So-
that, Judy. And good information. And thank you, Herschel. That's a good MacGyver putting something together there. All right, everybody, that brings us to the end for today. Also, please keep Dave Winters and him and his family in your prayers. He lost his sister recently to cancer, and also to Kenny Taylor, who just recently lost his mother. So keep them, their families in your prayers. Thank you, Mr. Crow, for this excellent training. This was recorded, so I will upload it to YouTube and post it in our Telegram groups for all of you. And we will, if you guys like these specialized trainings that go on specific on certain things outside of the, you know, all the lessons I do are general. But if you like these specialized trainings, or if you'd like to hear a specific training on a topic, please shoot Ms. Casa that message on different topics, and then we'll work out on different days when we can have specialized trainings just on those topics. So thank you for that. Herschel, any last words before we go ahead and disconnect?
Yes, more than happy to do, if it's warranted or even desired, as many as people would like. One promise I will make is they will be a lot shorter, more condensed, more concise. This was a test run the first time out, but I will tailor it so that it can, you know, not take up your entire day, but and easier to digest and so forth moving forward. So appreciate everybody being here.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, sir. Well, tomorrow we would normally have an ILCA Elite call tomorrow night, but I'm sorry, it's WrestleMania weekend. So we will have the next ILCA Elite call will be on Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, on this same Zoom link. Herschel already posted that on the DFY side, they've extended some special promotions just for the month of April to take advantage of. So we're going to go cover that. Also, Get Fit, the new week will start with the price increase to $400 for the new week. I'm going to make next week a very productive week. Anybody that's already got their 3, send me a message, and I'll be making a special banner for you as well on the Get Fit side. There, I will be doing a Get Fit presentation Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. And then that night, before I do the ILCA Elite call at 8 p.m. Eastern, the founder of Get Fit, Lynette herself, will be doing a more detailed informational call about Get Fit. So that's just 3 broadcasts on Monday, and we'll kick off the week. Those of you guys in Inner Circle, I'll see you guys Monday morning for Crypto Talk. Take care, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Crow, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Great job, guys.
Herschel. Great presentation.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Great presentation, Herschel.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Herschel.
Great job, Herschel. Great job.
Oh, thank you.
That's fantastic.
Thanks, everybody. I'm out.
Thank you.